Mullen's cost to borrow now reaching new highs. Ortex reports Mullen's live cost to borrow at 389%, with the max cost to borrow having reached 454% on Thursday. Hedge funds short on Mullen stock are paying this massive interest rate just to be able to continue shorting it, unless they're using naked short shares, which they don't pay fees on. In the meantime, it costs retail investors nothing other than unrealized losses to buy and hold the stock. When a stock's cost to borrow is this high, it usually suggests a high conviction from short sellers. The risk these hedge funds are taking is big, considering there is strong conviction within the retail community as well. Hedge funds risk getting squeezed out of this play by accumulated cost to borrow fee process. Mullen's short interest has also begun to rise, signifying more short sellers are targeting the company. Currently, Mullen has a short interest of 16% to 17% updated daily here. This is enough short interest to squeeze short sellers from their positions and initiate a short squeeze like we've seen in the past with AMC Entertainment, for example, who only had a 22% short interest before dropping to 14%, and shares rising from $9 to its all-time high of $72 per share. Now, this may sound familiar if you've been watching my videos. It says, however, there are two big obstacles here, and they're talking in regards of Mullen being able to squeeze. It says, one, massive buying pressure. Liquidity is needed. And how do we get buying pressure? If number two, dark pool trading is suppressing retail demand, as I've mentioned in videos. Liquidity has been running dry in the stock market despite the S&P 500 leveling out this year. Banks are facing a crisis, and the industry has even begun to call for a ban on short selling bank stocks. But up to 70% of Mullen Automotive shares are being traded away from the lit exchange, according to the most recent data. The company has also stated that they are looking into the possibility of manipulation and legal short selling of Mullen stock. In March, the company saw as many as 55 million FTDs or failure to delivers in one single day. Failure to delivers can occur in options trading or when selling short naked, per Investopedia. And like they said, options trading, we've seen articles come out that says watch out for unusual call options in Mullen stock or unusual put options you may see. Short sales are almost always done only by options market makers because they allegedly need to do so in order to maintain liquidity in the options markets. However, these options market makers are often brokers or large hedge funds who abuse the options market maker exemption. And one way they do this is another Investopedia site that I'm currently reading right now. It says shorting without failing to deliver. There's another form of short selling, sometimes called a synthetic short. This involves selling call options or buying puts. Selling calls makes you have negative deltas, a negative stock equivalent position, and so does buying puts. Neither of these positions requires borrowing stock or failing to deliver stock. This is a big week coming up, $1 compliance at stake, and I wouldn't be surprised to see that there's some news released a few times this week, possibly to give Mullen a chance at some upside to overtake some of this selling pressure that's been going on, because as you can see, the shorts are relentless. I think the numbers will continuously rise as far as the cost to borrow until something breaks, whether it's upside or downside within the stock. We will see coming this week. Ortex seems to be more ahead of the game than these other sites reporting short data, what they're doing behind the scenes, in my opinion, which is probably the reason why Frank Nez used their data in this article. Will we see some buying pressure this week actually hitting the market, and are short sellers actually digging themselves an even deeper hole for more losses in the long run? Stay safe. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm gone.